Rachel Downey.
We're flooded with conversations about AI, how it automates, scales, predicts, replaces. But there's one conversation that isn't getting enough airtime: how AI is impacting the most fundamental driver of any business. It's relationships. And that's why I called David Nour, because he's not just talking about this now. He's been studying the business of relationships for over 2 decades. He's the author of Relationship Economics and the founder of the Nour Group. He has been helping companies quantify what most people think can't be measured: trust, influence, connection. He's a subject matter expert first, a speaker and a consultant second. And he's not interested in vague takes or trendy sound bites. He's interested in impact. And so, of course, I was curious, what's a take on AI that no one is talking about? Here's what he had to say.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
Hey, Rachel, David Nour with Avnir. Great to catch up with you. I was thinking the other day of your great question of what's something about AI that nobody's talking about. And I want to highlight for your audience 3 things. Number 1, garbage in, garbage stays. So I think a lot of people love the idea of the power, the promise, the potential of AI. They don't have a clue on what it takes to really extract insights, actionable insights from it. Because if in our world, we focus a lot on relationships, and if your contact data is garbage and I overlay a really brilliant AI engine on top of that, I'm going to automate garbage. So we're spending a lot of time on data hygiene and data enrichment and data entity resolution. So the underlying enabler of AI's promise is, and I think we're all in for a rude awakening of just how much garbage data or inaccurate data is out there. 2, we're trying to solve some really interesting challenges. And it's because I think at my DNA, I'm allergic to vagueness. We talk about activating the hidden value of relationships. You hear all the time that I have a great relationship with so-and-so. I don't know what that means. What I do know is based on these 12 attributes, I can generate a relationship score. And intuitively, we all know that some people we know better. We've known them longer. We have a deeper, more meaningful relationships with them. How do you teach AI that? How do you automate an understanding of trust and credibility and, in many ways, empathy? Data is quantifying, in many ways, what we've always perceived to be not really quantifiable. And number 3, I swear, I think some days we're swimming against the current because social media broadly and LinkedIn in particular is really propagating this myth of quantity over quality. And what I deeply believe in, again, at a cellular level, is what if we tighten that aperture? What if we focused on fewer but build deeper, more meaningful relationships? I've got 20,000 plus contacts on LinkedIn. I couldn't tell you how I know half of them. And I think that's true for most people. Yet I can tell you my top 10 customers last year and companies struggle with what I call new logoitis. We all want to chase net new. And what nobody's talking about is AI as an enabler of me deepening the existing relationships that are most critical to my success. But I want to leave you with this story that I think might resonate. I spoke with the chief revenue officer who said he had to go into a quarterly business review and tell the leadership team that they lost a $10 million deal. The mild-mannered CFO has this real visceral reaction and says, we should have never lost that deal. The CRO is like, I'm upset too, but what do you mean? The CFO looks at the deal and says, that buyer was in my wedding. If you've been in business more than 5 minutes, that story makes you cringe because in every company, there are all these hidden relationships that we don't think about. I have no idea who you went to school with. I have no idea who you worked with. So when we say we want to activate the hidden value of those relationships, that's an example I want to leave you with. Again, avnir.com is the website. We'd love to show you what we're up to. And I hope all's great with you. Take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Want your podcast to do more? Subscribe to Genius Cuts because it's never just a podcast. You can find it at shareyourgenius.com.